Welcome everybody to our 26th Fireside Chat. I'm Tim Hollick, and with me as always is my good friend Joe Zinni.
How are we, Tim?
I'm doing good today. It's actually a nice day.
It is a beautiful day.
I don't know what it is today. I feel happy.
Well, it's Thursday. You've been productive all week. The weather's changed to kind of back off a little bit. I like the heat and everything else, but being oppressive,
Humidity's tough.
It's tough. So it's
you sweat just standing outside.
Yeah, you do. You still sweat just thinking.
You do.
Yes,
Me too.
But this is what we're doing.
This is what we do.
Outlook.
Outlook.
How it affects your outcome. We're thinking this is a great day, so we're going to have a great day, right?
I agree. It's true. I mean, it's funny how he said that, and that's today's talk.
Yeah.
You know, I really believe that. You really have to put your mindset for that outlook ahead. I guess I've always done that all my life.
Right.
Am I up every day? No. Some days I'm down and I could moan and groan about what's going on in my life. That's human.
But that's human nature, and you're allowed that. But to have your lifestyle be, Eeyore, of, oh my God, it's not going to work, blah, blah, blah. Well, how do you expect your outcome to be brilliant if your outlook is dark and dank?
It's so true.
So when you face this, think about this. You've gone through life with your outlook.
Mm-hmm.
What made you different than Eeyore? What made you a better outlook than the next guy?
I guess, like I've said before, I always look ahead. I've always looked ahead in my life to where I want to go, what I want to do, what I want to become. I guess I've always done that all my life, and I look forward to the future. Sometimes, I've learned in the last 10 years to stay in the present too,
Sure.
and enjoy things more, because I'm always looking forward. But I've always believed, Joe, all my life, that I can do anything I put my mind to.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know why.
That's a great outlook, though.
It's not a cocky thing.
No.
It's just I really believe that I can do that, and I always expect others to do it. So there's that push from behind on others, and some people don't believe that. And I've had some people say, Tim, not everybody can be that way, so it's kind of tough that you put them in that. And in my way, I just feel that's how I push people ahead. We all get down. There's things in life, when I started the business, it took years. Some days I really thought it would never happen. Just like this Berkeley beer thing. I work in it every day. I sometimes thought, will we ever open?
Yeah.
And we're open.
Right.
Today is the first public day of being open. So it's a great feeling. I guess that's why I'm happy today too. It's the summer. I've learned to step back some of my business and let you people take over some.
As we should.
And I think mentally, I'm in a good place.
Yeah, well, that's good. But it just doesn't happen. It's not a switch. You didn't turn on a switch. Your lifestyle was, if I have a positive outlook, I'm going to have a positive outcome.
That's right.
And we all know, if you look at life, you're not going to get out of it what you put into it. You have to put a little extra all the time.
That's right.
That. But why do you think that when you have that positive outlook, you're going to have the positive outcome? You say you look forward. Why do you do that? Why do you see it that someone else doesn't see it?
I guess because I'm a driven personality for one thing. I know some people have to push themselves to be driven, and I understand that. I understand personalities are four groups, and that's what makes everybody different. But like anything else, people who can't do that, they have to find ways to do things in their lives to become that way.
Sure.
There's things I'm not good at,
No.
but I find ways to be better at it, or I delegate. But before you can delegate, you have to set your life up. You have to have people under you. You have to have employees under you if you own your own business. You have to have a spouse behind you. I can't do things at home. The basic stuff, that bills, Nancy's always done that.
Yeah.
Because that's the role she filled.
Yeah.
And I've taught her along the way in different things, and she's come a long way. But I really believe anybody, other than certain limitations people have in their lives, can do anything they want. If they put their mind to it and they train themselves to go that way. Sometimes people have to get more education and longer.
It's okay.
Some things I have to study more,
Yeah.
because it's not You know, sometimes reading doesn't come easy, especially if it's a technical read. Stephen Covey's not an easy read.
No.
And I
No,
struggle
it's not.
with that. You know what I listen mostly? I listen to his CDs.
Yeah.
Because I think I get more out of listening than I do reading. So certain books are tough. So you could find education any way you want. The library is free. You talk about the library all the time.
Oh,
I go to get the book in the library.
Right.
I never think about that. I always buy it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But
you'll always have
I
it
get
with you.
I get it.
Yeah.
Seminars, I get something. This, I get something. Events, I get something. I learn pretty much everywhere I go.
Yeah.
You know, and I think.
And you're not going to learn everything because the brain can't hold all that. But you need to learn what you want to learn. But
Right. Not everything.
No.
Things I don't want to do or can't do. I mean, we all have our things we're not as good at. So I always tell people, work on your strengths. Don't always work on your weaknesses, because when you work on your strengths, you become better. You might become a better manager. You might get a better job. You might become a better business owner. You might become a business owner when you bring this stuff. So, you know, bring people around you that are good about your weaknesses. And I think most successful people, at least the ones I read, they've always said that. Don't work on your weaknesses.
Right.
Let other people do that stuff. I can't become a bookkeeper. It's not my personality. So I hire people for that. I hire an accountant, and I hire a manager type person, and I hire a bookkeeper. So I'm at different levels now with those people because of the size business we have. You have to have a lot of different levels. You just can't have one.
No.
Every one of them contribute to what you need to accomplish at this size.
Right.
You know, so, but I've always been good to it, pushing people and hopefully making them believe that they can do it too.
Well, and if they have the outlook that they can, and you're just kind of nudging along, telling them, yes, you can do this. Well, I'm not sure. Let me show you how. And then they have that direction. Now all of a sudden the light can come on for them. Old expression, glass half empty, glass half full.
Mm-hmm.
I like to look at it, the glass is always being replenished. I think that's what I hear
That's a
from
good
you
one.
a lot.
That's a good one.
I hear you, that, you know,
Yeah.
it's not half empty, it's not half full, it's a glass that's constantly replenished. And that's the outlook I see from you. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, basically, you know, there's two ways of looking at it, half empty and half full. But I really believe that we're always adding to that glass. We're always adding. It might start to get towards empty, we're adding to it again. That's the fuel behind you that's making things happen. A lot of people don't understand that theory, but they quit too early.
Yeah.
You know, again, got on the bike this morning. I was tired.
Sure.
I mean, I'm tired with all I'm doing in my life.
Right.
And I remember I got home last night, or late yesterday afternoon, and Nancy says, "You look really tired." As I am. And I went and lay down for a bit. You know, I mean,
Nothing
I
wrong
went
with
on
that.
my chair, reclined it back. I think I fell asleep quick. And then we ate supper. Then I went outside and did the things I needed to accomplish. You know, but got on that bike this morning. It was tough getting going. But you know, I always put my mind past that. And once you get going and get that body going, then it's not as hard anymore. So you got to get past that pain.
Yeah.
We all have that pain, whether it's in learning, exercise, whatever it is. You got to get past that little bit of pain at first. And I guess I've been good at that. You know, I push myself.
Right, and it's not a negative that you stopped during the day yesterday to take a nap for a little while because, again, it goes back to sharpening the saw. You need to do that.
I think I needed it.
As we get older, we find that we need that a little more than we used to. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's a positive, really. And again, your outlook. Okay, well, if I lay down for a little while, have a bite to eat, then I can complete my tasks after that. So you were using your positive outlook
Right.
to get to the end result, which was getting your tasks done.
I have. You know, I needed to get them done last night because of certain reasons. And, you know, you just do it. You know, and I was out there, you know, cleaning the pool and swimming in the pool at the very end until it's dark.
Absolutely.
You know, but, you know, it's nice when it's humid. I just sweat a lot from being outside because it was humid.
Good.
And went in the pool, got out, cleaned it,
Yep.
went back in the pool.
That's what I
Then I
do.
went in the house and I felt good.
Yeah, you do. You
If you go into that air conditioner, you feel cool at that point because you've already cooled your body down.
Right.
Great feeling.
It is.
Accomplishment is great. I was going to wash the vehicle. I'm glad I don't. Somebody said it's going to rain this afternoon.
Yeah,
So
it's supposed
I'm
to.
glad I did now,
Supposed to
but
rain last night.
I didn't get to it.
Yeah.
You know, that's again, that's not important.
Right.
That's something I wanted to do.
Right.
So do the things you need to do first, like Covey says. First things first.
Right.
The important things, bite them off first. then you can do the things that aren't as important.
It makes the outcome easier to get to, because then you're not getting yourself overwhelmed. Defeated thoughts, defeated results. Talk to me about that, because we've talked about this a lot. We've talked about how people sit there and they go, where, woe is me. Okay.
They're just killing themselves at that point. Those defeating thoughts are hurting them more than helping them. Most people have defeating thoughts. I have defeating thoughts sometimes. It's to help us feel sorry for ourselves because we're down, because something happened. Something happened to me over the weekend with a house that I'm renting that I just finished fixing up, and I found a little leak in the bathroom and ended up finding out on Tuesday it was under the slab.
Yep.
I mean, I thought I was going to die thinking of that. He's like, just finished the house, now I got to rip up the concrete and tear apart the bathroom. But the plumber figures out how to do it without doing that, redoing it, going up instead of under, just connecting under and forgetting about it. But you know, that was deflating because, you know, August 1st is today.
It is.
And that's the day the renter, who's a contractor, figured it out on Saturday when he was starting to move. I let him move some things in. And it wasn't in the wall, it was under the slab. But that was a defeating thought. I gotta say, when I got there, you know, it's just me, it's my luck. You know, I want to do these
it's
investments.
All about luck, so.
I redo this house and I have something else that dies on me. But you're right. But, you know, you get through it. I got those defeating thoughts, but I don't let it defeat me. I stop it and I just say, okay, I've got a couple days here. Boom, I'm on the phone. Plumber, you know, rug guy, because, you know, that one bedroom got soaked.
Yep.
The brand new rug got soaked.
Yep.
So had that ripped out and put a new one in. So Tuesday the plumber goes in his. Yesterday they came and did the rug. So I'm back in order again. I'm just cleaning the place because it got dirty again. Now tomorrow, actually he's not moving until Saturday, which is great. So don't kill yourself, Tim. I'm not moving Saturday. So tomorrow I got someone in to really go through the house and fine clean, because I want it to be good for the people.
Great example. I mean, it's a perfect example of your outlook. Okay, I stubbed my toe, it hurts, I stopped for a few minutes, but my positive outlook is, okay, what do I need to do next? Got on the phone,
Gotta get it done.
got all the people, and what happened, he's not moving in today, he's moving in Saturday, you got everything done for today.
A couple of days,
There's a couple of
really.
days buffer in case you got a couple of things to do. He's working with you, you're working with him, everything worked out fine. Why? Because you didn't stop. You didn't say, put your hands in the air and say, that's it, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, or quit and just say, I can't rent a house, I'm just going to sell it.
Yeah.
You're going to have, every time you try something new, you're going to have some problems. I mean, I've rented homes before, but this is the first one I fixed and rented, you know. So, you know, I'm learning, you know, all these things you got to learn, you got to get through it. Sometimes it doesn't work. You just got to let it go and go to the next ones and say, it will work the next time, or maybe 2 times from now. You can't let it stop you.
No.
Your outlook is, I'll get it right eventually.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't let the problems, or if it doesn't work out, bring you down. Because if you let that bring you down, you're going to defeat yourself, and the defeating thoughts defeats the results.
It does.
Because you bring yourself down so far, or let it bring you down so far without letting it go early, that you don't go further with stuff. And sometimes I've had people, builders that start to build homes for the first time, and the first 3 or 4 homes, they go to the closing with a check. What does that mean? It cost them money.
Yeah.
It cost more than what he sold it for.
Yeah.
So if you got to bring a check, that's not a good thing. 3, 4 times I know some people that have done that, but did that stop them? No. They went on to the next and went on to the next. Eventually they made money and stopped building it from there. It doesn't always go right.
Perfect example is the very first kitchen you ever done. And I'll remember this story for the rest of my life. You made a lot of mistakes, which you knew you made.
Mental mistakes, not mental of building it,
Right.
but mental of what I was going to build it like.
Yeah.
I made it all wood, even interior parts.
Right.
Stupid thing.
But you learned your lesson.
I did.
40 years later, you're still doing business.
The labor was crazy.
Hey.
I had to glue up all wood now for every part of the cabinet and sand it all. It was a lot of work. So I did one kitchen like that. So there's one wood palace kitchen, and it's still there. Somebody painted over the pine, but it's still in the house 40 years later.
Yeah.
And I got pictures for it for our anniversary this year.
Perfect.
You know, before and after.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But that's the positive outlook. You're sitting, okay, well, I screwed that up, and I'll do it better next time. Instead of saying, well, I'm not gonna do this, I'll just go back to framing.
And that was better for me,
Yeah, it certainly
to make
was.
it easier in the shop. It wasn't better for any customer, it was just, all wood's great, but
It's not
it's
practical.
not realistic.
It's not practical.
Exactly, it's not practical.
So, we got another couple of minutes here. So, you've got folks out there that are struggling with their outlook, they're struggling with the defeatist attitude. What would you suggest to them? If somebody walked in and said, Tim, I'm Eeyore, I can't, the sun never shines for me, everything always breaks. How come it doesn't break for you? What would you?
Hey, some people can't get over it, so they need help, right? So get yourself a partner friend who's going to keep you in line.
Sure.
So somebody around all the time, could be a spouse, could be a boyfriend, girlfriend, it could be a really good friend you hang around, it could be a kid.
Yeah.
Get somebody to hold your ass in line.
Yeah, I agree.
So if you do that to me a lot.
Sure.
So if they hear you do that, they slap you basically and say, get off of that
Pity pot.
and get back on it. So somebody's got to do it, help you do it, and make you change the thoughts. Because if you can't tell yourself that, somebody's going to help you. It's just like anything else. The other thing that can help you is write down 10 things that you're grateful for in life, and write down what we call 10 IMs. So say you want to be a carpenter. I'm a great carpenter. I'm great at building things. IMs. Put it to the positive and read that twice a day.
Wonderful advice.
I did that during the recession. That was a thing a coach gave me, a business coach. And every morning and every night before I went to bed, I read my IMs and I read my grateful things. And it got me through the recession, because the recession's a lonely time when you have a business.
Oh.
And everybody's on your rear to pay them, and your money keeps shrinking. Sales is never enough. So that got me through the recession. 6 years I did that.
Yep.
And it got me through it. I suggest doing that too, but bring yourself somebody that can help you, that's there for your benefit, and know they want you to go forward. You've always been a proponent of me, Joe, and I appreciate that in my life, that you've been that way for me.
Sure.
And you've been that person in some way that's pushed me, and got me to where I need, because you look after my back. So anybody that will look after your back,
Trust them.
those are the ones
Trust them.
that will slap you and say, get off that pity pot.
Yep.
And get going forward. You're going to get better. It might be 4 more times you trip, but you're going to get better eventually. And I think that's one thing I've always done to myself. I always tell people, if I make a mistake, you don't need to yell at me. I punish myself for a long time mentally that I made a mistake. So I've always had that. Not everybody has that.
No. But that's part of having a positive outcome is, outlook is being hard on yourself so you don't make the same mistakes over and over.
That's right.
So I think that was a great topic. I hope folks learned some from it. Next time we're going to talk about mistakes and the freedom to err.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you wrote something about it a little while ago. I thought it was a great topic. I think something we can elaborate on.
Awesome. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you very much.